My name's Chris and I'm traveling the world in my 2004 Subaru Forester XT. So after I bought the car, I realized that I was so waiting for that day to get the Subaru again in my hands. It was winter, end of 2022. I had so much fun with the rig and I just kind of fell in love in it, and I wanted to give it another life, restore it and make it beautiful again. Although I didn't know that there is such a hard journey ahead of me. I would never actually think that such a simple scenario will turn into a worldwide journey. After about a year of hard work, restoring body panels, doing a lot of modifications like installing the low-range transmission, after installing torque lockers, after lifting the car, searching for parts worldwide, doing snorkel, remaking the whole bodywork, custom paint job, custom interior, and many crazy features that I never planned, it turned out that I've created one of the kind of vehicle that started to be recognizable globally, and we started our adventures. And then again, we didn't think that this will turn into such a story. First journey embarked in 2023. At the end, in the winter time, we went all the way to Iraqi border through Turkey, Serbia's, Bulgaria's. We went all around Romania, went to Balkan countries, we went all around Europe. Not every single country, but we went a lot of places. And just like that, about 9 months later, our car landed in America and we are driving all around the US, all around the Western US, with a plan to go all the way to Argentina. What I love the most about Subarus and my Forester is obviously the symmetrical all-wheel drive, low center of gravity, big comfort. I mean, in 2004, this car was packed with so many features that modern cars up to date don't have these features. And I love the sound of the Boxer engine. As a big fan of WRC rallies, I tuned my car in a way that it would make that perfect WRC sound. And I just love when I drive it in canyons or narrow places or in tunnels, and I can open the window, put a little bit of gas and listen to the symphony of the Boxer engine. Another cool feature about Subaru is that it has a really huge community, and you can find a Subaru enthusiasts all around the world. Shops, workshops, mechanics, you can fix the car everywhere you go. But also Subaru community is very special. We are all about freedom, we are all about fun, we are all about excitement, and this is what brings us all together within the brand of Subaru. So throughout the journey I also learned one very important thing, that the Subaru is a reliable, tough and robust brand. My Forester has 190,000 original miles on it. The engine was never repaired. It's running solid from all of these years and all of these miles. Just takes us safely from point A to point B, wherever we go, if it's Moab, if it's Turkey, if it's Europe, if it's highway, if it's a very harsh winter, it takes us safely everywhere. Since a little child, since I was about 10, I was just in love in Subarus. My father, when I was a younger kid, he took me once to rally stage in Europe, and it just completely blew my mind. From that moment, I became the fan of Subaru instantly, and for many years I've made my dream come true and I bought a bug-eye Subaru Impreza WRX. After which I bought a Subaru Forester SF, after which I bought another Forester SG, and after which I just kind of had a little break from Subarus. I don't know why, I just kind of started to work hard every day and just kind of forgot about my passions. And end of 2022, I've bought an SG Forester again that I just wanted to use for local driving and off-roading, just as a fun car. And it is not the car that is behind me, because this is exactly the car that I'm traveling with. Today I'm in California on the rim of the world highway, Bernardino Mountains, scenic view place which is called Red Rock, and it is exactly, today is the day that I have reached exactly 50,000 kilometers since we started the journey, and that's in 2.5 years. 50,000 kilometers is about 30,000 miles. When I bought this rig, it has 289. Today it has 339 kilometers on the clock. So throughout the whole process and journey, all the 50,000 kilometers, 30,000 miles, 2.5 years of owning this rig, there's a lot of modifications that happened to it. You could probably see my first video, the build breakdown, which I made about a year, maybe a year and a half ago, when the car was like finished, ready. It was actually just after our Turkish trip, and from that time a lot of new ideas, a lot of new modifications took place. So today you will just learn shortly, briefly what changed. So first of all, I crashed the car in winter of 2024 in February, just before I sent the car to USA. It wasn't that bad, but my bumper, my right headlight, my fender, they all got destroyed. I fixed the car, we've lifted it even more radically, so in total we gained 4.5 inches of lift. We fabricated the front bumper with a company in Poland. We did new rims. The rims are magnesium Audi rims, 16-inch. We did bigger rim, bigger wheel, 225/75 R16 Yokohama XAT. So during the process I replaced the tent as well. Before I had a Wildland Light Cruiser Pro, and I've switched it to Wildland Voyager Pro because I wanted to have a little bit more space, and I knew we will be traveling 3 people in the rig. So we replaced the tent with something bigger. And now we have another Wildland tent, because since this year I am actually the brand's ambassador for Wildland tents, and Wildland sponsored us with the Air Cruiser, their newest tent, which is very small when it's folded and huge. I mean huge when it is unfolded. It is an air tent. I love it. I really do like how it is. So in the back you could see also that I had this beautiful drawer system fabricated ourselves, and again there's a little change. Now I have Wildland kitchen. Wildland sponsored us the kitchen as well. So for test reasons I do have their kitchen, and I actually do like it as well. I am trying to test every possible idea that you can fit in a small vehicle. You might know me, you might recognize me from being a van builder, and that's my business. I actually am building big 4-wheel drive vans on Sprinter chassis, but my love for Subarus was always. And also the thing is, the more you work on small cars, the more you kind of put yourself into the situation that you have to think about many ideas on small vehicles. Building big vehicles will allow you to have really good experience in organizing all of the space around it, not wasting it, trying to maximize every single part of big rig. The last thing that we did on the Fozzy are the coilovers. They're not ready yet. We went with flat-out suspension coilovers. I actually bought them. I'm not sponsored by these guys. I've ordered them with Flat for Off-Road in Canada with Chase Schrader. Gave him all of the details, gave him all of the data. I'm sorry for all of the noises from the cars. It's not the most perfect place to shoot that video, but I just love this place. I just love the views. It is absolutely stunning, and I love sunsets here. They are unique. So throughout all of the modifications, bigger wheels, less aerodynamics, I've modified also the engine. We did that at car fit service in Poland. They took care of it, so they installed stronger injectors, bigger turbo, WRX turbo pretty much, even flow, collector, headers, and full X-Force exhaust. And X-Force exhaust was actually sponsored to me, so we have 2.5-inch straight pipe in here, which makes absolutely beautiful sound. It's that kind of a raily type of sound which I really love and enjoy a lot. And there's one mod which is pretty normal for European standards, and here in America a lot of people find it absurdal and very cool. It is a liquid propane installation, LPG gas. So in this car I do have 2 ECUs, 2 fuel pumps, 2 tanks, and 2 fuel lines, which are dedicated for both gas and for liquid propane. And that means that I can switch a button and in milliseconds this car's original ECU, pump and everything turns off, and the same moment the LPG gas pump kicks in with the ECU, with better fuel quality, with better horsepower, and generally that also allows me to extend the range a lot. In Europe that allows you also to drive half price. So if you buy, for example, a regular gas for €1.50 or €1.60, the gas would cost you about 80 cents. So this is also the thing, keeping things cheaper, having cleaner emissions, because the byproduct from burning LPG gas, liquid propane, is water. So actually this is the cleanest and the greenest Forester XT you can imagine in America, because in Europe this is pretty common thing that we do these things. I've also changed the headlights here. Before I had the rigid lights, now I have Strands, Siberias, not sponsored by these guys at all, paid for them, just a regular price. That's it, that's all. Some minor but big changes in the vehicle. I'm happy to be here. I'm very glad, I'm very thankful that I can do these things. I'm very thankful to all the people who follow us, who give us good feedback, who invite us to see places, who are open-minded and talk with me through our journey. It makes a lot of extra sense. It makes it so exciting to meet people who gather around this old car and who want to talk about it, invite us for a drink, for a lunch, for whatever, to campsites. Subaru of America just invited me to come over all the way from Poland to the States, join them at their booths, bring the car. It's such an extremely nice experience that I'm facing with this car. I can't be happy enough because of what's happening around it. And our next step of the journey is to be in America for a while, explore as much as we can, and from there I would love to go all the way down to Argentina, to Ushuaia, through Pan American Highway. And right now we are readjusting the car. It's a little bit different tent, different suspension. I will rework the left side. I will have another spare gas tank on the left side, the same one like I have on the right, just a mirror. We will mirror it on the left side to have as much as possible range. We will also replace the diesel heater with regular gas heater or even propane heater, because I have a lot of propane here. Some modifications are coming that will allow me to do this journey, and the most picture perfect scenario would be to ship this car from Argentina to Russia, to Siberia, drive in wintertime to Yakutia, the coldest place on the planet, cover it there. I mean, drive all the way down to Mongolia, all the way to Kazakhstan, all these countries, and come back to Poland through Iran. I don't know if this is gonna happen. I really don't know. We do work. We are normal people like every single person on the planet. So I'm just as regular as you guys who are watching this. I do have a physical job. I am the owner of the company, although I do work in this company. I'm not working online. I have to be there physically. I can escape that work just for a certain amount of time and then enjoy this vehicle to the max. And not only the vehicle, but everything that it delivers. And I just hope this journey will never end. So if you like what we do, share the story, tell your friends, click some likes, click some subscriptions, comment our posts, our movies, watch our YouTube channel, and support in this way. This really helps me to continue this journey, to fund it, to gain some partners, and deliver you guys the content that you really, as much as I know, enjoy. Thanks for watching.